All right, so tonight, I'm so excited. We're gonna make a delicious, see, anybody can do this. A delicious chicken stir fry. Okay, chicken stir fry. And we're gonna use some of our premium products, okay? Now, if I wanted to make the stir fry with rice, and I chose not to because I do a keto diet, and I hate calling it a diet, it's more of a lifestyle. I just choose to eat that way because it's a little bit healthier. My mom has dementia, and this is one of the ways I can help prevent, the dementia and the Alzheimer's, is by eating really good fats and a little bit of protein and lots of greens, okay? And so I don't eat any starches and no sugar, okay? Because sugar gives you like brain fog and all that. So anyway, one of my favorite premium pieces, it's actually on sale right now. We're not gonna use this one tonight, but if you wanted to add rice to your stir fry, you can use our new multi-cooker, okay? And our multi-cooker's in our sales flyer. Who can find it first? Tell me what page it's on, your little sales flyer that you got, all right? Barbara, be ready with the bucks here. Page 7, all right, Rick gets 1,000, all right? So our multi-cooker has a base, and do the boys like pasta? Yes. All right, so we got pasta down in here for the boys. What kind do they like? Elbow macaroni? Yeah, elbow macaroni, whole pound down the side of there. Put this in the microwave, Sarah, and you can walk away. You can go play with the kids, you can help them with their homework, help them find their shoes or their clothes. I don't know about you, my son can never find anything. Okay? All right? So you can do whatever you want because you're not standing on top of the stovetop and waiting for the water to boil and then putting your pasta in and then trying to figure out how to keep the starch from foaming over, okay? I walk away, I go do what I need to do, all right? And my pasta's done when it goes off, I just taste it, I'll just strain it in one of our colanders. I'm done. So it's a pasta cooker. Yes.
How long did you cook that?
It depends on the pasta. So whatever the cook time is on the box, I usually add about 4 or 5 minutes. I'll just taste test it before, okay? So, but I'm not waiting for the water to boil. Isn't that crazy? You know how you usually wait for water to boil, then you put the pasta on, then you gotta figure out how it's not gonna foam over? It doesn't foam over. And don't tell my mama I'm Italian. She knows. Because I went to do this once, I put the pasta in the microwave and she almost had a heart attack. I'm telling you, I will never cook my pasta any other way. All right, so while that's going on, so that's pasta. Now rice. Do you like making rice?
I like rice, but I don't like making
That was me. I don't know if you heard her, but she likes rice but doesn't like cooking it. Me neither, because I could never figure it out. This is the perfect rice cooker right here. Any kind of grain. Couscous, quinoa, rice, brown rice, long rice, okay? So these pieces right here, you're gonna put your rice in your water. You're gonna put the tray here, and I love that tray because all that gooey stuff, I call it gooey stuff, I guess it's starch or whatever you wanna call it. Gooey, okay, gonna trap right on top of here, not gonna go back down into my rice, all right? And there's your vent for the cover. All right, so there's your rice maker, your grains, all right? Now these pieces can come off, and ooh, who here likes potatoes? Anybody like potatoes? Yeah, give yourself 1,000. Yeah, give her much. Barbara, I know, you're my banker. You get 5,000 for being my banker. Anyway, anybody here like potatoes, broccoli, steamed broccoli, veggies, all that, okay? What if I told you you could put a whole batch of potatoes, dice them up, put them down the side of here, put a little bit of water in the bottom. Okay, this is actually metal. I don't feel that. A little heavy, right? Okay, metal. Put the potatoes down the side of there. This is also metal. And yes, it's gonna go in your microwave. And those little microwaves are gonna bounce all over because they can't figure out how to get in there, okay? They're going to boil the water, and the steam from that water is the only thing cooking your food. Crazy. You like that, Barbara? Okay. And the same thing, Sarah, you could walk outside, go do gardening. Do you garden? No, okay. Or you can play with the kids, all right? I'm sure there's lots to do with the boys, okay? But you can go do what you need to do. I always, when I made potatoes, before I had this, would be right there, and that's the moment. The moment they're about to boil, is one of the kids would call me and I would turn, or the phone would ring, and there went my potato starch all over and my kids were like, Mom, what are you cooking? Smells bad, all right? Stinks, all right? Not with the Micro Pro Grill. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I call it the Micro Pro Grill? Give yourself 1,000, I messed up. The multi-cooker, okay? And so potatoes. And then you could take the potatoes, you could mash them up, you could make parsley potatoes, whatever you want to do with them. Anybody here like hard-boiled eggs? Hard-boiled eggs? Do the boys like hard-boiled eggs? Yeah. Okay. 10 eggs, 10 minutes, or 12 eggs. Raw, whole eggs, don't crack them, okay? 10 eggs, 10 minutes, or 12 eggs, 12 minutes, all right? And you gotta play around with your microwave. Everybody's a little bit different, but make sure you always have water in the base there. And that steam is gonna hard boil your eggs. Crazy awesome. And if you want a little tip, after they're cooked, you're gonna put the eggs down the side of here, fill it up just so the eggs are covered with water. Now this is round, so it's airtight, liquid tight when it's round like this, all right? And you shake them. I'm sure the boys would love to do this. You have the boys shake, 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 and they will peel themselves. It's crazy awesome.
Does it matter if it's cold or?
I usually cold them. I do put cold. Yeah, this needs to be cold water. Cold water, maybe some ice cubes. But the boys will love shaking it, and it will peel those eggs perfectly for you. Okay, just a little tip. I didn't believe it till we did it. It's so much fun to do. All right, so what else? Multi-cook. Would you love to have like chicken and veggies on the table for the boys in like 15 minutes or less? All right, this is add a little pasta to it. All right, one of my favorites. If you want to have a Tupperware party, Rick, we could do chicken. We could put a little bow tie pasta in the bottom here. You look like a bow tie kind of guy to me. We put that in the bottom there, okay? And then we can put some chicken down the side of here. And then maybe we have some fresh zucchini from the garden or any vegetables or green beans, all right, right down the side of there. 12, 15 minutes. It's gonna be perfectly steamed. I've got, look at this. There's the zucchini, there's your beautiful chicken, and there's your pasta, all done at the same time. Would you like that? And I didn't have to worry about boiling the pasta over here, making chicken in the oven, and then, another burner going on with the green beans or whatever I got, zucchini, heating up the entire house. I do it all inside of here, and I'm not a slave to the microwave, all right? So this one's on sale, retails for $129, or you could drop it and pick it up later. How about just 75? Is it 75? Is that right? Okay, 75 bucks, all right? So if you want me to come over and you want to have an Italian fiesta, Italian Taste of Italy party, we can actually make that chicken bruschetta. Actually, I do the chicken, I do the veggies, and then we make a really fresh bruschetta sauce in this guy right here, all right? So if you want one of those parties, or even a Mexican fiesta, we can do salsa down the side of here. But tonight we're gonna make a chicken stir fry. And this is one of our new pieces from Tupperware, okay? And it's our 3-quart Sauteuse pan, okay? And I have to figure out how to work this stove. And that's why the hostess is usually doing this part, because she knows her microwave and she knows how to work her stove, okay? Now this cookware is very special. It goes on an electric stove, a ceramic stove, did I say electric? Electric, ceramic, gas, and induction stovetop. This is actually an induction stovetop. I can have stuff over here. Your boys could be right next to you. You don't have to worry about them burning their fingers. Do you ever have the kids like, you say don't touch the burner and that's when they touch it? Okay. Just extremely safe. I could actually put an ice cube right there and it's not gonna melt. Now, you have to have special cookware to use this. So that's why, and see, as soon as I take the pan off, it stops cooking. All right, it turns off. This pan right here is magnetic on the base and it's flat. And so, yeah, stop eating. I know, I turned it off, okay? All right, magnetic on the bottom. And so it's also anodized aluminum, so it's extremely hard, and that allows this very special non-stick material. I think it's called something. Eterna. It starts with an E. Eterna. It's eternal because it's a lifetime guarantee. This non-stick is not coming off, all right? So it can adhere to that. And then the aluminum comes up the sides, so it gives you really even cooking. Did you ever have a pan, like it only cooks on one side, so you gotta keep rotating? Okay, you gotta keep, no, not with this pan. It's gonna evenly cook for you. And, these handles are hollow, so you don't have to worry about your hand ever, getting burned. It's a little grip right there, so you can easily pick it up right there. Oh, who's got the pan at home that wobbles, goes like this? And you need a screwdriver, give her 1,000. We need to give you some money, you need some cookware. All right, look at this, Rick. No, I know you used to be a chef. No, it's riveted.
Yeah.
So no place for a screwdriver, so you don't have to worry about that, okay? Both sides. And so you've got your nice short handle and you've got your longer handle, so you can easily pick up this pan and move it around, okay? So love that for that. Now, it heats up really, really quickly, and so you can use less oils and you don't have to use high heat. So let me see if I can figure out this little guy right here. We're gonna go to, hold on guys. Oops, I passed it up. Yes, one more. Okay. So we're gonna give that about 30 seconds to a minute to warm up, and then we're gonna add some sesame oil, all right? Now, oils have been given a really bad rap. There are some oils that are bad for you, the saturated oils, okay, that's bad. But your good oils like olive oil, coconut oil, your sesame oil are a good, healthy oil for you, okay? So we're gonna need a tablespoon. I'm gonna use our award-winning measuring cups and spoons here. These little guys have been in all kinds of magazines for being really accurate, great measurements. We have extra measurements that you don't get in other measuring cups and spoons. And these little guys wait for you. I always recommend that you prep your food before you start your recipe, all right? Because, let's look at this. Bottle is one of those like poking ones. Here, I'm gonna let you do that, a tablespoon. Tablespoon of sesame oil down the side there. And these little guys go like this. So, do you ever make a recipe and then all of a sudden you're halfway through the recipe and you're like, oh my goodness, I don't have vanilla and I don't have this, I don't have that, and then you gotta stop your recipe and you're in the middle of it? So if you prep ahead of time and use our measuring spoons, they don't tip over, okay? Now we're gonna wait till that oil just gets a little shimmery or starts to kind of spread evenly in the pan there. Then that way I know my pan is heated to the right temperature, okay? Anyway, and so if I'm in the middle of the recipe, if I prep ahead of time, I don't have to worry about it. And if I do have something missing, I can run to the neighbors and get the vanilla, okay? If you laugh at my jokes, you get an extra 1,000, remember? All right, so we're gonna use our heat-resistant spatula. Now, by the way, if you're thinking about our business, all right, see how this is nice and flexible? So is our business, all right? And this happens to be in our starter kit with our measuring cups and spoons too. So we are flexible. We can be used in our hot frying pans. I'm just gonna stir that all around. Ooh, I'm gonna go grab the chicken. You know what? I'll go get it because I know what's at. Usually my hostess would. All right, so I'm gonna grab the chicken over here. Can you smell it? Does that smell good already, guys? Say yes. Okay. Now, we have different products for different parts of your fridge and parts of your home. This is our Fridge Smart, which is for your produce, all right? And I'll talk about those in a minute. But I also use it as a marinator. Okay, so I have my chicken down the side here because it has those grids on the bottom, okay? So I just had the chicken already chopped up, so we're gonna add the chicken to that. All right. Ooh, hear the sizzle? All right. Yep, spin it around. Thank you. Thank you, Rick. Give Rick 5,000 for taking my weight. When he comes back. All right. So we're just gonna let it sit there. Did you ever put meat in your cookware and you started to move it and it was stuck to the pan and then you like jabbed it and then it just tore all apart? Okay, don't do that. Put it in there and let it sit. When it's ready to flip or turn, it will turn automatically. That's ready to turn, okay? So we're gonna let it sit till, just give it a couple minutes, all right? All right, now, what am I looking for? My recipe, here we go. All right, so we got chicken thighs in there. All right, we've got the, we're gonna add some minced ginger, all right? So I have ginger down inside of my freeze-it containers. Oh, by the way, do you guys like BOGOs?
Yes.
I want to get one. Turn to the first page there. You'll say that's flour. We got a BOGO for you, all right? These are our freeze-it containers, all right? And if you use ginger, a lot of times you only need a little bit, and you've got the rest of the root left over, I just take them and put them in the freezer. So if I want it a month later, I still have my ginger, okay? And we are gonna mince this up really quickly in our little chopping prep. All right, so we need, let's see, where's our recipe? Thanks, Sarah. How much ginger do I need? Tablespoon. Minced, okay? Now, I don't know about you guys. You can take a knife like this and chop, chop, chop. I would rather put it in our little chopping prep. And so I'm gonna add a little bit of that, a little bit of that. And at least a little bit more. Maybe about a tablespoon, all right? I just keep the skin on it, it's fine. Oops, like that. And we're gonna put this right here. And then when you pull this like this, Sarah, that's worth 100 chops by hand. So I'm gonna let you mince that up. All right. Either hold it or you can put it on your countertop. There's a little grip on the bottom. You do quick, faster pulls. That's worth 100 chops by hand, all right? Yay! Here, we're gonna set it down because that way it gives you a little more leverage. If you go like this. There you go. Chopped, minced, ready to go. You know, sometimes when we're a little afraid, were you like a little afraid that maybe the string might, you know, sometimes. So I did that too the first time. I realized I can do this, guys. And the shorter and the faster pulls really gets that minced up, okay? All right, so we're gonna toss the ginger down the side there. Go ahead and add it to the chicken.
Give me all of it.
What?
All of it.
Yes, all of it. Is it a little much? You can put half.
Oh, no, I just wasn't sure.
Oh yeah, I try to measure. Okay, so we're gonna stir fry the minced ginger, the sesame oil, and the chicken. Yeah, you're gonna stir it up now. Is that hot enough? I'm gonna have to turn, oh, sorry, sweetheart, I'm gonna turn the temperature up. You gotta learn all these little stove things. Okay. It's still on, right? Okay. So we're gonna give that a couple minutes. So I'm gonna share some other things while she's stirring that right there. These are our impression bowls right here. Wouldn't you love to make an impression at the next party with these beautiful, colorful bowls? And you'll find your bowls further away at the table instead of all those other bowls, okay? And so these bowls nest inside of each other. So Barbara, when you have these, you're not storing all 3 different bowls, you're storing one bowl, all right? And these bowls all have a beautiful ring on the top, so you can set this bowl on top, all right? You can use for serving, mixing. You gotta have 3 bowls because you gotta have your salad, you gotta have your potato salad, maybe you have your dinner rolls down the side of there, or your pretzels or chips. And check it out, all of them are stored down the side of each other. Okay, so we use these all the time. I actually have 3 sets of these in my home because I'm just using them all the time. This is my husband's, that's his little dessert bowl. This is his cereal bowl. Okay, oh, these little rings, you know why we have these rings? Because when you're at the party, Katie, you can have this at the party, your bowl on top, your bowl is a little bit higher than the rest, okay? But you don't lose your seal. Do you ever lose your seal at a party? It either got picked up in the trash or someone took it home by accident, and now you've got a bowl without a seal. It's like a car without a wheel. Oh, if you laughed, give me 1,000, you laughed at my joke. All right, so you'll be using these all. Oh, my recipe. Thanks, Katie. All right, so we got that. Ooh, that chicken's looking good. Chicken's looking good. What else we got? Oh, these right here. We're gonna add some peppers to our recipe here. Now you can add any vegetables you want. The recipe I have that you take home tonight actually says broccoli slaw. You can do mushrooms and onions, whatever vegetables you want, okay? I chose to do the peppers, and I like to do colored peppers like red, yellow, orange, okay? They have a little sweeter flavor, and the green peppers don't like me as much, all right? Now, how long do your peppers last in your fridge? A week? 10 days maybe? What if I told you you could have your peppers in here in 3 to 4 weeks?
Wow.
How about strawberry? Oh, first person that raises their hand, Barbara, you've got the money. After I ask the question, Katie. All right? So first person that raises their hand, who's ever thrown away slimy? Wait, I'm not done. Slimy lettuce. Oh, Katie gets 1,000. Who's ever thrown away moldy strawberries? Oh, Rick, give Rick 1,000. Ooh, have you ever put your finger through a mushy cucumber or a zucchini? Disgusting. Give about 1,000. Ooh, have you ever opened up the Crispit drawer, which we call right a drawer, and all you saw was a brown ocean of dead vegetables? Ew, give Katie 1,000. Disgusting, isn't it? All right, I'm telling you, Tupperware designed the Fridge Smarts. Fridge Smarts, write this down on your paper. Fridge Smarts, you want these because they're going to save you money. They can save you a couple $1,000s a year. Would you like an extra couple thousand? What would you do, Rick? Extra thousand, couple thousand?
Go on a trip.
Go on a trip? Where would you go?
To the West Coast.
The West Coast, all right. I actually earned a couple trips to Vegas. Oh, I did the one trip. It was a trip down California, but then we took a cruise ship down to Baja, Mexico, and back. That was an awesome trip. So if you're interested in freight trips, come talk to me because we have that in Tupperware. So anyway, the way these Fridge Smarts work is when you put the strawberries, the broccoli, the zucchini, the cucumbers all in your Crispit drawer, they're actually gassing each other out, okay? They all gas differently. They don't like to be together. They don't want to live together. You need to separate them. They need to have their own little homes, all right? And so we have Fridge Smarts. This is actually your small deep. There's a medium one. The medium one is the one I had the chicken in, okay? And then there's a medium deep and there's a small one. And you don't have to memorize, but there's actually 3 different levels here, 3 different vent systems, okay, settings, okay? In the Crispit drawer, you just have one, okay? Now, if I line up the picture, and I can read the word Tupperware, it's got a picture of these, and above that is a little half circle. My venting will line up, okay? So if I can read the word Tupperware and I can see the pictures, I can line up the venting system, all right? The center are my harder vegetables that don't really need a lot of air, like your carrots, okay, your zucchini. So those don't need any air. And then my vegetables that breathe a lot, you know, broccoli, heavy gasser, right? Spinach, okay? That needs a lot of air, so that's an open circle, so I can just line it up with the open circle. And then right there, what is that? X marks the spot. Okay. We don't recommend that you put eggplant, tomatoes, avocados, bananas in your refrigerator, okay? And anybody know why you don't put tomatoes in the fridge? What? My party guests.
I'm sorry.
Nobody knows? They lose their flavor. They lose their flavor. All right, you really want your tomatoes at room temperature. You will have better flavor recipes, okay? All right, now, this is our universal knife, and I love it. This is the chef's knife. All of our knives have these guards, so if you have them in your drawers, they're not going to bang and dull, okay? I do recommend you wash any knife in the dish by hand, okay? Now, these long chef's knives, you really want to hold it correctly. You want to pinch the blade with your thumb and your forefinger. And Tupperware designed this so that your hands wrap around it. And check this out, my knuckles are not going to hit the counter. All right. So Rick, I know you like to chef, you like to cook. You like that? Isn't that cool?
Yes.
All right. And the other reason that I hold it like that and pinch it is I control the knife. I control this, especially a chef's knife, because if I hold it back here, there's a lot of wiggle room, and that might wiggle and cut my finger, and then you have to take me to the hospital, okay? So I don't know where that is. So we're gonna stay away from that. So I'm gonna pinch the blade as I chop, and that's another reason why I joined Tupperware is because I control my schedule. And where I worked before, they controlled my schedule. They told me if I could or couldn't go on vacation. Now I take vacations free and paid for by Tupperware, okay? And so I control my schedule when I wanna work. I controlled whether I took my daughter to school, went on field trips, went to the soccer games, the choir concerts, the cross country. Oh, by the way, I'm peeling my pepper here. Now, I take the chef's knife, I chop off the one end, I chop off a little bit there, and now some people just take it and grab the insides out, all right? Or you can just kind of slice that right there, and you can just take your chef's knife, all right? And you can just kind of slowly go around, okay? And take the veins out, because those veins are kind of bitter, all right? I'm just kind of walking it around like a Ferris wheel. Really slowly, okay? I don't know about you guys, I don't like Ferris wheels. I don't like getting stuck at the top there, because I feel like, oh, I can't get out, okay? I'm really like control. All right, so there's my beautiful pepper, okay? And I learned last night that if I cut from the inside, it's much easier, it's much softer. If I try cutting from this side, because this is a really, the skin is a little tough, and I'm like digging in there, okay, and I make a mess. So flip it this way and cut it from the inside, and it just glides right through there. By the way, this knife that I'm using is 2 years old. I have yet to sharpen it. All right, we're gonna let that go. All right, now I could use, we have a mandolin, which is really nice. We have our Power Chef what I could use, but peppers, unless they're extremely firm, they kind of get mushy when I use either the mandolin or the Power Chef, so I'm going to use the chef's knife tonight, okay? Make nice, cute little strips for us, okay? All right. Got that. So I've already done the orange and the red ones. Now, when I make my dinners, I like to use lots of colors. The more colors, the more vitamins and nutrients you have, okay? So the more colors you add to your recipes, a little bit healthier they are. And recipe, okay, so we're going to add the soy sauce. Now, I recommend a gluten-free. This is great for anybody who's gluten-free. Yeah. Gluten-free. I made this recipe the other day, and I thought, now this is low sodium. And I thought it was too salty, so I'm going to use half of what it says, okay? If you want to add more later on, you can. And so it calls for a quarter cup. Half cup. Rick, would you mind giving me half a cup of water? Half a cup of water. There you go. And give him about 5,000 when he gets back. And we're going to add our soy sauce, a quarter cup. Maybe I added too much last time. All right, so we're going to add a quarter cup of that. So you can get this gluten-free soy sauce, all right? Thank you. You can just add the half cup right down inside of here. So I'm just going to go a little less than a quarter cup. Like I said, I thought it was too salty, and this was low sodium, all right? Is this smelling good? Do you guys smell this? Hey, if any of you guys want to go live on your Facebook pages and share that you're at Sarah's Tupperware party right now, and you can show them off the cookware and tell them they should have came, I'll give you an extra $5,000 to go live on your personal pages right now, okay? All right, and we're gonna add, oh wait, let me make sure I got this. So I added the water, the soy sauce, onion powder, garlic powder, and red pepper flakes. Now, I already pre-blended everything down inside of our little minis, and no, it's not a shot, okay? Well, it is a shot of herbs, okay? And your herbs and your seasonings are really gonna spice up your recipes, all right? If you think, oh my goodness, I'm not a really good cook, all you have to do is add a little bit of spice. Okay, it's super packed with nutrients, all right? And good and healthy for you. So these little guys, okay, they'll measure up to 2 ounces and they come in our catalog, but they're also round, so airtight, liquid tight. What would you do with yours, Barbara? Jello shots? Salad dressing, give yourself 1,000. Now those are nice, but what I'm actually using in my home, I use Tupperware spice containers. These guys right here are gonna also save you money. So if you've got spice, they're the most expensive product in your pantry. Okay, how much does that little jar, half an ounce of something cost? $5, $6, $7, all right? You can go to the same, like go to the bulk food store and get that same spice for a lot less, all right? I actually priced out 16 spices, and I'm not talking fancy stuff. I'm talking, you know, oregano, cinnamon, nutmeg, things I use, okay? 16 spices, because I have a carousel, Tupperware carousel at home, and I can put 16 spices on there, and if I would have bought it at the grocery store, it would have cost me $720. Guess how much I paid at the bulk food store, the exact same spices?
42 pesos.
No, 142, close. That's a $600 markup, all right? So, more expensive than gold. All right, so, oh, I love the spice shakers because look at this. Oh, this little guy, this is the 1/8 of a teaspoon. Rick, this is the one that, when you know Grandma says pinch, this is
That's a
pinch,
pinch.
okay? And I love our spice containers because on this side, I can actually level it off. These little guys are meant to level off, and I'll level off right down the side of there, and the other side I can shake, all right? We're not using steak chop tonight, but I just wanted you to see that. All right, so what else? We got that in your, oh, we got that. We're gonna add, we doing good there? Oh, we're looking good. You guys smell this? All right, so now we're gonna add our peppers to that. And this right now is last chance because this is our flexible cutting board. And it's only in our catalog till next Friday, all right? So make sure you add this to your order form right now because it's last chance on this. And I love it because I can pick up whatever I just chopped up and put it in my pan. All right, so I'm gonna put that there so I don't chop my fingers off, all right? I got that going on. All right, so while she's gonna do that, why do I feel like this is like getting lower and lower? Check this out. See how I can still touch that? Pretty cool. We gotta have our special, oh, this pan goes in the oven. So I have this really good, oh, if you wanna have like a brunch party, I do this frittata, and I blend our eggs, and I saute some spinach and onions first in our cookware, and then we blend some eggs, we add some cream and some spices to that, and then we add the eggs to that, and then I top it with some feta cheese or mozzarella cheese, and I put it in the oven to finish it off. Delicious, in the same piece of cookware. So if you want to have a brunch party, just let me know and circle that, okay? All right, so we got that going on. So we're gonna give that another, I feel like, is it cooking? Yeah, all right. I'm one of those impatient people, I gotta hear the sizzle. Anybody like that? Gotta hear the sizzle? All right. So I was cooking the other day and my son says, Mom, I love that sound. I go, what are you talking about? He goes, I love the sizzle. Honey, right? Some kids today never hear the sizzle. They are fast food, stopping at the local, you know, Burger King, or getting pizza, and they don't see us cooking anymore because we're in a rush. We're going here, we're going there. So I love the cookware, especially on the weekend, because that's when I have more time. But during the week, I like to use our premium products right here that I can do everything all together. But when I do have the time and I can create memories, I've got our beautiful cookware. Oh, lifetime. Did I tell you you need to put this in your will and testament? Because they're gonna fight. This is lifetime guaranteed, just like our bowls, all right? And a little tip for you, if you do use this in the oven, because you know what I did once? Actually, I did it twice in a row. I'm thinking stovetop, not hot, cool, right? And so I took it out of the oven and I went like this, and I went, ah! And I turned around and I did, ah, again, 2 seconds later. So my friend shared with me that you take your towel and you put it over the handle to remind you that that's hot, okay? So little tip for you. Oh, by the way, you can also put this in the oven up to 300 some degrees. And look at how big, Rick, come over here. You get your hand nice and underneath there. Check that out, check that out. Show the girls right there. Look at your knuckles still not touching.
Still not, yeah.
All right, do you ever have a really good cookware and you got a little tiny knob and you can't touch it because it's really hot? All right, plus it's got a nice clear. Do you have the boys that have to see what you're doing? It's got the clear so you can see what you're doing, all right? All right, so we're gonna keep that going on. Love, love, love it. So now, you guys have your purses, right? All right, so that's my demo part. And so as I'm demoing that, I'm calling them out by name. I'm throwing out different dating ideas like, oh, you can have a brunch party, and I'm giving them another recipe, okay? I'm incorporating recruiting and sharing how I control that our things are flexible on a flexible schedule, how you can earn trips. So that's why I asked Rick whether he would do that extra money. So everything I'm doing is building to either date me another party or to have a new team member on my team. Okay. So now after I